If you thought a low-profile mechanical keyboard couldn't sound and feel great, then you need to check out the Nuphy Air75 V3. This continues the tradition Nuphy started with the Air75 V1 and the V2, and they've continued to make improvements and modifications to make this the best Nuphy keyboard yet. I do want to say Nuphy sent me this keyboard for free for purposes of making this video. They got no input into this content, and this is going to be based on my experience of using this, who I think it's for, and if you should maybe look for a different option instead. When I think of Nuphy, I think of the really cool RGB lighting effects they have, as well as the cool accent keys. What's kind of interesting about the V3 is that they got rid of the accent on the spacebar, as well as on some of the enter and shift keys, which makes it look a little bit more low profile, but they still kept their green, yellow, and orange keys. You can also choose if you want your top right key to be an encoder, or you can also put a standard button on it as well. The encoder also is clickable. And what's really great about this keyboard is they give you all the Mac specific shortcuts at the top. So if you're used to one of Apple's keyboards, you can now have the tactile feel of a mechanical keyboard. And this works either in Bluetooth mode, or you can also use it hardwired with the USB-C cable, or there's also a USB receiver stored in the back of the keyboard, and you want to use either the receiver or use it in hardwired mode if you want to have the lowest possible latency for gaming performance. Also on the back of it, you can switch back and forth between wired, wireless, or you can change from Windows and Mac layouts, and you got your USB-C port on it as well. The keyboard does come stock configured for Mac, but there's also a bunch of extra keycaps so you can change out option for Alt instead. And depending on what keys you want on the side, you also get an insert and delete, and you get an escape key as well. You can also fully customize any of the buttons on this using the Nuphy IO software, which is very easy to set up. You will need to actually hardwire the keyboard directly to a computer to do this. This lets you change what different buttons do. You can set up macros. You can also change your backlighting effects with that. There's a couple shortcuts with this keyboard that all come in the quick guide, but they do take a second to get used to. Like you actually set up Bluetooth pairing mode by pressing function and holding 1, 2, or 3. You can store up to 3 separate devices with it. If you want to use the USB dongle, then you need to press function and 4 at the same time. That'll change it to that instead. If you want to change backlighting brightness, you hold function in either the up or down arrows, and that'll change the brightness of it. And you can change your backlighting color scheme by pressing function and the right arrow. Then change the backlighting effects with function and the left arrow, which will go between a bunch of different pulsing ones or ones that follow wherever you type. You can change the speed of the backlighting with function and either the comma or period keys. To me, the main selling point of this keyboard is not the backlighting effects or Nuphy's customization that it has, but it's actually just the great Gator-on low profile switches, as well as the gasket-mounted structure, which give it the really soft and cushioned feel. So you get that nice low-pitched thock sound to it, which feels more like a high-end full-size mechanical keyboard, which is a typical weakness in a low profile category. Here's a typing test with the brown nano switches. So from the get-go, I noticed this feels super tactile, and you can feel every single keystroke, but it doesn't feel slow at all. You can type really fast and accurate with the Air75 V3, and it's just a very enjoyable keyboard to use. The main upgrade with the Air75 V3 is the gasket-mounted design, which is a notable feature missing from many low-profile keyboards. This suspends the PCB within the case unit, which uses a soft, flexible material, which gives it a soft, more cushioned feel, and it also improves the acoustics of the keys as well. The Air75 also features the new Gator-on low profile 3.0 switches, which have a travel of about 3.5 millimeters, which makes the typing experience feel more like a full-size mechanical keyboard, which gives you a satisfying and responsive feel. So that combination of the switches and the gasket mounting give you a smooth and acoustically pleasing typing experience. The battery life on this will last all the way up to 1200 hours if you turn backlighting off. You can expect to get about 60 to 100 hours with the RGB on. Another cool feature is the rotary encoder knob, and you can either use this taller knob or they also have a smaller knob. This is pre-configured to control volume, but you could also change it to do zooming in and out, which would be a really nice tactile use of this function. It has very satisfying clicking whenever you spin it, and you can also just press the button in as well. On the bottom of the keyboard, we also find that there's adjustable feet, so there's 3 total typing angles. You can either have it flat, adjust it a little bit, or adjust it even more. And Nuphy has also designed the Air75 V3 to fit perfectly on a MacBook, so if you want to have that tactile typing performance on the go, you can always put it directly on it. The Air75 V3 does come in at $140 on the Nuphy website, and the price is very slightly depending on the switch type you get, as well as if you get different keycaps or other accessories with it. You can also get a discount on this keyboard by using the code ADAM on Nuphy's website. You can either get it in Nebula Dark or Nova White color. Unfortunately, they don't have the gray option anymore that they used to, which I always really thought the gray keyboard with the white keys looked really nice. But this version of it definitely still takes inspiration from the past versions of the Air 75. To me, this is really worth it if you're looking for a tactile mechanical keyboard with tons of RGB effects, reliable performance, as well as the great typing feel to it. This feels super accurate, and I'm able to type very fast and with great confidence on this. And it's just got a very enjoyable sound to use as well. Don't get a mechanical keyboard though if you're working in a place where key volume is going to be an issue. And you also might not like this if you're used to scissor style switches, or if you really prefer the lowest profile style of switches. There are a couple different versions of the switches, and I would pick the ones that sound the most like the experience that you're looking for. I really like the brown switches because I like the tactile feel that they have, but the red or the blush switches are going to be a better option if you want a more linear feeling switch that is also a little bit easier to press down as well. To me, the Air75 V3 really stacks up well against other keyboards that are available in this price range. I think that it really redefines what a low-profile mechanical keyboard can be, giving a more premium experience that was once reserved for larger and more traditional boards. The combination of the gasket-mounted design, the responsive switches, and the nice sound that it makes it an outstanding choice for productivity, casual use, as well as gaming. With the tri-mode connectivity and impressive battery life, then it's a great keyboard that's very easy to recommend. The quality, features, and overall typing experience make it a worthwhile investment for anyone who's looking for top-tier performance in a compact keyboard package. If you're interested in buying this, be sure to check out the links in the description below, as well as going directly to Nuphy's site with the coupon code ADAM if you want to save a little bit of money. If you got any thoughts on the Air75 V3, leave a comment down below. I'd love to hear them. Like this video, subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on any upcoming content.